Hey, yo, Rock, man.
What up?
Let me know if you know these bars real quick, all right? Black rap lurch true. Real tall, real deep voice, and I serve you.
You right?
Patience ain't only a virtue. That's you when your man's at the hospital. I will hurt you. Punch you out your shirt and your shoes.
Punch your chin off.
Or the pound put your face on your chest
Like
like
Rick Ross.
Bitch boy.
Boy.
You niggas Jill Scott.
in the way. Gun clear the lane like proactive clear Diddy face. You beefing, but you vegan when it's about to cook. Time to ride. Yo bitch ass in the mirror like
How I look. Like a
goddamn snitch. Like a clown.
Like you about to go tell on somebody
right
now. What you told him, son?
Overstand your underhanded ways. He understand my overhand right will break his face. I seen your posters. They a waste of space. And shits look like they suck like Macy Gray. I like Macy Gray. But ignorance is what y'all like. Bar fights and shit. Everything is Heltah Skeltah.
Yo, let's go.
Let's go.
Give it up.
But quick question. Why Macy Gray get the stray?
That wasn't. I like
said I
Macy
like
Gray.
Macy Gray.
You understand what I'm saying? And listen, I happen to be a fan of full lips on women. You understand what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at it.
So I'm saying your shit look like it suck. Good. I mean, sucks. And yeah.
Don't quote me. We back with another episode. This is a special one. You know what I'm saying? This is an up top episode. You know what I'm saying? We doing it real big. We going to New York. You know what I'm saying on this one. As always, I'm the moderator. I'm your boy, Drect. I'm just here to, put my peoples on, make sure everybody shine, and we're gonna take it to the top like that. Another special guest we got today in the building. My man, Ock Sampson, the Ock baby, former battle rapper, MMA boxing trainer.
I never stopped saying I was a battle rapper. Yeah.
Oh, so you still battle rapper?
Anybody can get it at any given time. I just haven't accepted a battle rap in a long time. You know what I mean?
We're gonna have to we gonna figure that
If
out.
niggas click the bottles together, my nigga.
Coming
You know
out.
what I'm saying?
Yo, and then next to him, repping Alabama strong,
Word.
fullest. You
Hey.
know what I'm saying? Salute to Coach Saban.
Hey,
you know how we give
roll
it up.
tide,
You know
roll
what I'm
tide.
saying? My man, the last MJ.
Yeah.
You know what I
What's
mean?
up? We in the building. Alabama in the building.
You know what I mean?
It's 205 live right here.
And if you don't know by now, our special guest for today is repping Brownsville strong. Hold on.
Get it
original
together. Get it together.
RIDEWOUT. This is so gangster. BCCC. This is so gangster. BCC. Yo, repping the boot camp Clik. Brooklyn. Heltah Skeltah. You know what I'm saying? Let's give it up for Rockness Monsta.
Brownsville.
Yeah.
So listen, man. Appreciate you coming through to the
I
show.
appreciate y'all having me. I'm
You know
a
what I'm
fan of the
saying?
show, man. Appreciate
What's
it.
up, big dog? Good to
Absolutely.
meet you.
Where Eli at, man? This is
Hey, young boy.
He's in class right now.
Oh, in
he was
class.
trying to make this, but he's
Yeah,
in
we
class.
wanted him to come through and learn something.
in class, yeah.
Eli been learning a lot lately. You know
Nah,
what I'm
I
saying?
like
He's-
Eli.
He's on point. When y'all see some of these unreleased episodes, you're gonna see Eli going crazy. You know
Eli
what I'm saying?
is internet gold. Like him
Yeah.
in this, because all of y'all are older. Y'all clearly, you know what I'm saying, more seasoned and all that. And, well, I don't know how close y'all are to my age, but y'all rock with the cloth.
For
right?
sure,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure, yeah.
Eli's like, I don't know none of that shit y'all talking about.
I ain't with the club.
Nah, I'm with the suede.
What?
He's with something else. Like, I'm not with none of
Where
that.
they say, I could come with this boring list, Tupac, Biggie. I was like, what?
Yo,
Yeah, nah, salute to Eli.
but I think now that we got you here, you know what I'm saying, you come from an ill lineage, you know what I'm saying? So I want to get into the history before we jump into the super duper crazy stories and all and stuff like that. So what I want to know is the inception of this thing, right? When did you decide that, okay, I'm assigned to boot camp Clik, I'm gonna link up with my brother Ruck at the time, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do the Heltah Skeltah thing, and we really gonna jump in the rap game full force alongside Tech and Steel, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I actually met Noah.
Noah.
You know what I'm saying? Noah,
Noah.
yeah. Shout out to him, you know what I'm saying?
Salute Nose.
Duck Down Boot Camp Clik. So where did the whole Duck Down journey first start?
Well, for me, it started in Brownsville. You know, me and Steele, General Steele from Smith & Wesson, we're from the same projects, right? He lived across the street from me. And of all of the boot camp members, he's the only one that I met because of rap. His uncle saw me rapping and was like, you need to meet my nephew.
Nice.
And that's how we met. Everybody else, we, you know, I mean, even though we lived right across the street from each other, but everybody else, we met. I already knew because of like I knew Ruck because our mothers were friends. So I met Ruck at his 11th birthday party. I was 9 years old.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? We didn't connect, but we knew each other because our mothers was friends and all of that. You know, it was like, but we connected later in high school and doing dumb shit and all of that, right? And rapping kind of at the same time. Like the night I learned Ruck knew how to rap, you know, we was at this club and this hole in the wall club, and the next day I met him. I re-met him, right? Because Ruck was already this Decepticon legend, and what niggas it was.
I got a lot of questions about
like,
that.
It was like work. Like I went to high school. I got kicked out of my high school. Went to another high school. I'm in the homeroom with his homeboys, right? And they just rock with me, and they keep telling me these stories about Ruck. I'm like, who's Ruck? Ruck. They like, you know Ruck. I'm telling you know Ruck. I'm like, anyway. As soon as I found out who Ruck was, we re-met each other, and we was rocking with each other. We didn't form a group, but we was all just rocking with each other from me and him. We was thick as thieves from that point. We didn't become me and P didn't become a group until I got locked up in '92, right? Because I originally had a partner. It was a girl. It was my cousin. She was a beast, right? But she was part of another group, and while I got locked up, she just was doing that. You know what I'm saying?
What was her rap name?
Her name was Lady Champagne.
Okay.
And emphasis on the pain, right?
I like that.
Right. So she was hard. She was writing for her whole group, right? She was one of them, right? But
Reversal.
right. Ruck had another partner too. But, you know, I think some was slacking or something like that. And I got locked up on one of those phone calls me and Ruck had. He was like, yo, we rocking together when you get out. And secretly, that's what I wanted. I was too cool for school to ask him.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But it was kind of this, getting back to Steel, it was kind of the same thing with that. Like, when his uncle introduced us, like, Steel, it was like he had his thing going on already. Like, I was 15, he was 16. He had dancers, a DJ, you know what I'm saying? Security, this big nigga from our projects. Like, I knew all of these niggas, I knew, right? But it's like he was able to mobilize that.
Yeah.
Like, my building is across the street, right? I had my own, it was kind of excommunicated. Like, they used to treat us like the stepchild building, right? From the mainland of the projects. They called us the island, right? I had my old crew from there. But my crew was slacking. I had two dancers my scuba and scrap lover, they ain't have no routines. You know what I'm saying? My DJ.
They have no records.
My DJ ain't
No equipment.
he had he might have had turntables,
Hit it with the Latifah from Juice. You local.
he might have, yeah, for sake of this story, he ain't have no records. You understand what I'm saying? And we had, my man Ike was like our curveball, right? Because he played the keyboard. That was what was going to make us different. But these niggas ain't do nothing but crack jokes all day. And half of the times it was on me, right? I ran into niggas, like me and Steel, I seen where he had, I was like, I don't know if he know it yet. But I'm fucking with that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And it was just, I just put myself in position till they was like, Rock, you running with us. I didn't want to go, yo, I could get down with y'all. These niggas slacking. Can I get down with y'all? I couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I just stayed ready.
That's crazy, like, when you hear that, because we talk about kids nowadays, like, oh, he's 16 and rapping 17. But it was always kind of like that, huh? And niggas always like, yo, Nas wrote Illmatic at 16. But there a lot of rappers like to have your crew.
By the
and all
time
that.
I was 16 and still was 17, the crew was called MOST, right? It was before the boot camp. Me and Still was running around torching MCs.
Yeah.
Every block party, the jams as they call them when they was in the projects, we was smoking niggas.
What's some famous battles that y'all had at the time? That, like, people y'all battled that nobody would know, really, until now.
Nah, nobody don't know none of these niggas. Like
Because we battled them and destroyed them.
Ended their whole career.
I can't rap no more. Rock destroyed me. The MOST crew. Nigga. Here lies me. Nigga.
I salute to all of them, right? Like, but you know, a lot of people just, you know, this shit was hard to get involved. Like, everybody couldn't just pick up a microphone and put out a record.
That's how it
You
Yes.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had to, like, if you was the average real nigga, quote unquote, you know, the typical real nigga, you got all of your street demons to fight against. Nigga, this shit took too much dedication and focus for you to get on and for you to find money to
Get in the studio.
Find somebody to make beats.
Find somebody, demo tape, shop it. What is all of this shit to a nigga who got a gun on his hip in the 90s?
Yeah.
You understand? Huh? I got no time for this shit.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Still was the nigga who did all that. Right? Meanwhile, Tech was just still man, right?
Yeah.
He was like, you know, just don't touch my man. You know what I'm saying? He was basically still security. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't even rap. He was still security for the first few years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And eventually Still wrote him a rap. You know what I'm saying?
Put him in the game.
He wrote his brother Top Dog a rap. Still and Top Dog are brothers, right? I saw where this was going. I sat Louisville down and taught him how to rap. This is all nepotism at its finest. This shit was not formed because niggas was dope. We the dopest MC. No, it was a few dope MCs. We like, no, you doing this. Because you my fucking brother, and if I'm going, you going.
That's fine.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's fine.
That was the mentality.
That's how the podcast started.
Right.
That's how you had to walk around like
didn't wanna
Samuel L.
do
Jackson and shit. Nigga.
Come on, nigga.
Nigga
Right.
said he started the Avengers Initiative. Yeah, man, it's crazy because you said we a little younger than you. I'm in my 30s, so my brothers loved you, my cousins loved Boot Camp, Clik, all that shit, and they had the tapes and all that and everything. But I had to listen to it and then try to understand what was going on later. So my assumption was that, oh, this is just like the Wu-Tang came out, and then so Boot Camp Clik must have like saw that organization and wanted to pattern itself after that. But based on what you're telling me now, this shit happened like simultaneously. Y'all was in a whole nother section of New York forming this, because the hardest thing about a nigga who's trying to figure out what's going on with Boot Camp Clik is figure out how all y'all niggas is interconnected. I can't tell you how long it took me to figure out that Smith and Wesson and Tech and Still were the same people. I thought they was two different groups. You know what I'm saying? And then not to mention the Coco brothers. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then just all these different, like, you know, interconnected people. And then all of y'all, this another thing was a mystery to me. I'm like, all these niggas keep saying original gun clappers. Which one of them is the original gun clapper? Who was the first one to clap the gun and shit? You know what I'm saying? And so
The one with whose name is a gun.
I don't. Are they the ones? Because all y'all said that phrase in the.
Yeah, I mean, well, the phrase
was that just like a catchphrase that y'all
it was
said?
a line that turned into all of this.
Oh, okay.
Right? It was like Tech. I think Tech might have just said it on the song. Bucktown, home the original gun clappers. The name Smith and Wesson, then were repping. That was on what was that on? You the Man on Black Moon's first album.
So the remix of that line was out on the wrong corner, your shit will get spun backwards, right?
Crazy.
Bucktown, home of the original gun clappers, out on the wrong corner, your shit will get spun backwards.
Oh well, I'm talking about before that. We talking about You the Man on Enter the Stage, right? The first time I ever heard that the words original gun clappers uttered was from Tech on his verse. You know what I mean? He said, I've had it up to here, but y'all weak ass bastards. Bucktown, home of the original gun clappers. You know, that was a hot line that they made a hot song. You understand what I'm saying?
That was a hot line.
And then OGC, you know, my three brothers took that hot song and hot concept and made it the name. Because like I said, the nepotism was happening all like, but everybody didn't make it into boot camp. Like, you know, again, it was, everybody couldn't go, unfortunately, right? So Strang, who I met through Ruck's homeboys, mind you, he lived across the street from my projects, right?
It's the Rain Wonder.
Right.
Yeah.
I knew him, but I didn't know him.
Right.
But long story short, on some Decept shit. Like I used to go up to the high school where all of them went, and I met Son, seen a different version of Son. I was on bullshit. I loved the brand of bullshit he was on. Right. I'm like, oh, I'm rocking with Son, right? And me and Strang have probably done more dirt together than me and any other, you know, like not whatever they did without me, I can't quantify. But as far as me, like even more than Ruck, me and Strang did filth. You understand what I'm saying?
He said Phil.
Strang, my man, he had a partner already. Heltah Skeltah is formed by this time. His original partner, me and Ruck, made him fire.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, you got to get rid of him. Not because he was trash. He was nice. But it was because he was too good of a kid. He was a nice guy. He was not a thug at all.
Damn.
I'm like, Strang, you're going to get that boy hurt. Because Strang is the worst, my nigga. Like, Son, yeah.
He out there.
Yeah.
Out of everybody in boot camp, he's the super crazy one?
No, not the super crazy one, but Son he was a wild nigga, right? And, you know, he did disrespect very well. You know what I mean?
Disrespect very well.
And he would rather drink his blood than he'd swallow his blood before he swallow his pride any day. You know what I'm saying? And he had jokes, so he could be terrible. He could at the same time he was always one of my best friends to this day. Like me and Strang fell out about a year ago, right? We ain't speak to each other for damn near a year, right? We cursing each other out in text. You understand? We ain't speak to each other for damn near a year. That nigga still reached out to me, like in any like he reached out to me on my birthday. Reached out to me like when shit happened to Buckshot. He reached out to me. You understand what I'm saying? Like you ain't got to talk to me, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You still my brother. You understand what I'm saying? And that's something I've never ever had to doubt about him.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But
That's what family's for.
right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Strang is like, I'm like, you gonna get that boy hurt. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta, you understand what I'm saying? You be talking to niggas crazy. Like, nah. So he needed to form a new situation, right? So there was originally 4 gun clappers, right? Rest in peace to Bad Vibes. That was Strang right hand. That was his man, right? They formed the group, right? But Bad Vibes, his heart, he was one of those niggas. He wasn't really in it. He wasn't really with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We was trying to, like I said, if you that close to us, we about to make a spot for you, right? So Bad Vibes was, but he didn't value that spot. He didn't really want to do this. So Strang pivoted. He came to me. He's like, yo, what up with Louisville? I'm like, Louisville ain't ready yet. I'm working with him though. I got something in the laboratory right now. He's like, what up with Louisville? I'm like, he ain't ready yet. But he's like, what about Dog? I'm like, Dog don't got a lot of rhymes yet, but his delivery is on point. You can work with him. So after the first 3 gun clappers was Bad Vibes, Strang, and Top Dog, right? And then we added Louisville. You know what I'm saying? But then Bad Vibes left. You know what I'm saying? And so it went back to 3. And yeah, that was so and it was and Strang was like, listen, we put dog in it, that's still brother, right? They can't kick they not gonna kick their brother out. You understand what I'm saying? It's like it was all, you know, niggas was just trying to put together the play to secure their position.
Right.
So that was what it was. You know what I'm saying? Louisville was my boy. He was from my building. I knew him first of all of them. Like I said, my building was secluded and all of that.
You live out here, right?
He did for a while.
Oh, okay,
He back. He up north again.
Okay.
But yeah. So niggas just that was how the OGC formation happened. You know what I'm saying? It was like Louisville was originally gun clapper number 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He moved up to 2 and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Moved up the formation.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I say for me, like you said, figuring all this stuff out after the fact. Down south, I'm from Alabama. So when I heard boot camp Clik, it was Mystikal.
Oh yeah.
So I'm hearing Mystikal, and then once I hear wind of y'all, I'm like, how Mystikal get with them? Or
Yeah, he didn't.
he didn't, right?
No.
right.
didn't.
So what was that, and how did y'all hear about them? And was it like what was the thing there?
We heard about that very painfully. That's all I can remember.
Okay.
We didn't like it at
Right.
all. You know, that's just complete how? Like that's against the rules, but you can't do that. Right? And yeah, it wasn't cool. We had a run in.
You said something in your other interview, and you basically said that hip hop did a lot of sampling, and we took from other genres and added to theirs. But the unwritten rules is we don't take from each other.
Right.
We don't bite off each other. I thought that was pretty profound. But yeah,
Absolutely.
So that's how you felt when you found out.
You
That's-
felt like they took from yours, or did you feel like it was like 2 people just having the same idea?
No, they
Well,
felt like
Like, well,
they was the original gun club.
again, we was young and stupid, right? Now we was intelligent, but you know
Yeah,
that young
wow.
energy is, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I think we was able to recognize the fact that Mystikal was actually in the military before. He's from Louisiana,
Yeah.
a state that's shaped like a boot and all that shit. Like I think we were able to see that and didn't really care though. It's like you can't do that. Something got to be done. You understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And we had a run in. You know what I'm saying? It was Gavin. They used to do. It was in Atlanta, right? It was this
Was
convention.
y'all in Atlanta or New Orleans?
It was in Atlanta.
Okay.
Right, and
You said with Gavin?
no, it was at the Gavin convention.
Oh, I thought you meant Gavin, like Foxy's brother. I
Oh
was
no,
like,
no.
I know, guys.
The Gav, salute to him,
Yeah.
right? And salute to her. I miss Foxy Brown rapping.
Word.
Up. But, Gavin convention was live. They used to like How Can I Be Down was another one. Jack the Rapper was
Jack the
another
Rapper,
one.
yeah.
The Gavin was another one. I never went to a Jack the Rapper, but How Can I Be Down and the Gavin, I defiled myself. But anyway, right? Mystikal just happened to be performing in the hotel that we were staying in.
What year is this?
I don't know. It's
Is this
like-
No Limit Mystikal?
No, this is before
boot
No
camp.
Limit.
Okay. This is Jive Records Mystikal.
This is boot camp. This is
Gotcha.
out that boot camp
How
Clik
about the
Mystikal.
Boot camp Clik.
Yo, so me, Strang, and Ruck.
oh Lord.
Oh man.
The wrong crew.
What the kids call it now, Demon Time.
Demon
You
Time.
understand what I'm saying? That was me. What? Oh yeah, Strang would have been. It would have never been an OGC. Strang would have been a member of Heltah Skeltah, but he was too short. we was dumb like that,
Yo.
right?
Pictures would have looked weird. Yeah.
We was dumb like that, right? But anyway, fun fact. But we find out they, you know what I'm saying, he's performing in our hotel, and we get ready. We know he ain't gonna be by himself. We was gonna go meet him. And we was probably all supposed to go. Other niggas was taking too long. Me, Strang, and Ruck made it there on time, right? We was down there in the venue, in the ballroom or whatever. For good measure, right?
Hold on, can you press it into the microphone one good time for the people? What?
There you go.
Yeah.
Whenever you see him hit the purple button,
Right.
you know what it is.
Yeah. So we down there, pause again. So they come out, they announce Mystikal, and he don't come out just yet. His, opening act, his little homies come out. They got on these Scullies, right? We call them Scullies. Some of y'all call them beanies. With calligraphy writing boot camp Clik on the side of their hat. And these niggas have the microphones yelling, B-double-O-T-C, B-double-O-T-C. Right? There are very few times that I ever really lose my composure. I don't really lose it. That's not a rock trait like that. You understand what I'm saying? Even if I'm tripping, I'm not tripping.
Right.
Most of the times. 99.9% of the time.
You on point.
I'm on point. I've decided to trip.
For sure.
This nigga needs this trip. You understand what I'm saying? He campaigned for this trip. You understand what I'm saying? He's about to get elected, right? You understand what I'm saying? Those dudes on stage going, B-double-O-T-C, B-double-O-T. This was a trip right here. This was an unscripted one. This was an unscripted trip. Like, I literally screamed. I don't even remember how I got on this stage. Like, I was questioning. I'm like, yo, did I climb on the stage or did I run off of the blah, 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 blah? I told this story somewhere else. Diamond D told me that I climbed across his back.
Oh, shit. To get on stage.
I didn't even remember that. He's like, I got on stage, right? And I was going for them niggas, right? And somehow, thank the universe, they security caught me. He grabbed me, bear hugged me. I don't know how this nigga got both of my arms at my side. I don't even know how he did that shit. So like, but he was good. He was good at his job, my nigga, real talk. But he wasn't aggressive. He was just holding me. He was like, I can't let you do that. I'm like, I'm talking to this nigga. I'm like, yo, let me go, fat boy. I will fuck you up. Let me go. Like, I promise you I will beat the shit out you. Just let me go, fat boy. He's like, I can't do that. He is not engaging my bullshit. Yeah. I'm like, all right. I grab onto his clothes and I try to jump. I jump off the stage. I'm trying to pull, cause Ruck and Strang are right there. I don't know what the fuck they doing. But I know if you come down there with me, it's gonna be bad, right? But he broke free and all that. He might have fell to a knee or whatever. I didn't get to do the dirt I wanted to do. So really nothing happened. Right? You understand what I'm saying? Wasn't really, it just looked crazy. I was contained successfully, right? But then the lights came on and I was back. Once the lights came on, I was back. By the time security got to me, they was confused.
Because they couldn't tell because your demeanor.
Because my energy was so back to normal. And they was like, I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, whoa, wait. Nah. And so they're like, nah, you got, all right. Because the niggas are still on stage. You can still see the remembrance of what just happened and all of that, right? So I'm like, all right, I'll leave. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just escort me. I respect, yo, you got. I get to the door, I turn around, and I see Strang. Did I tell you son has one of the foulest mouths ever? Right, this nigga, all I see is him, I can see him from behind, pause. He's pointing up at them niggas on the stage, and all I can imagine is what kind of foul things he's saying about their mother, right?
Yeah.
But they, it looked like they, they talking they shit back. And I zapped out again. And I just ran back. At this point, security chased me, and now they got me, rough, right? But I'm talking to them all kinds of crazy now. But when I got to them, these niggas wasn't in. Their energy looked like they was talking crazy to Strang, but they wasn't. They was like, yo, why is y'all tripping? We all black. Be like, what the? They was on some real peace shit. We was clearly the bad guys in this situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
So let me ask you, did they ever even get the message that y'all was the boot camp clip?
I don't even know, nigga.
Y'all didn't even tell them?
I don't even know, nigga. Like I mean, sound travels. I know it was, it was wild people in there who knew.
Yeah.
I remember Busta Rhymes was in the building when that happened. He was just in the back, right? But I'm sure they got. I think it's safe to assume that they got the message, because after that, they wasn't Boot Camp Clik no more. I don't know if it was directly after that, but shortly after that, Mystikal signed to No Limit. And
I never heard the nigga was even in a boot camp clique.
Yeah.
That's the first I heard of
Yeah,
it.
they had videos and everything, and that was his thing. And like you said, he went to the army, and so he had that. A lot of them had that. C Murder went to the army too, so they had that type of military background. But so when I heard of y'all, I was like, "What's going on?" And, you know, it was a thing.
From
Mystical's
your
a nice
opinion,
guy too, so I'm sure he was like.
from your perspective, who was first with the name?
Ooh.
From my perspective, Mystikal was first, just because I'm
That's who you heard
closer in
of.
proximity, because I heard that first.
What
So
year was it?
This is 95. 95.
Oh,
Before No Limit. This is like this
Yeah.
is 95 Mystikal.
yeah. See,
Y'all officially was what?
Black Moon's first album came out in '93.
Okay.
Did he mention Boot Camp Clik on the album? Is my question.
I know a girl named Chat GPT that they would tell us.
Smith & Wesson's first album came out
Yeah.
in '95,
Yeah.
Let me see.
and it was Boot
I'll look
Camp
up
Clik all
Mystikal.
day on that, right?
But would you say Smith and Wesson, y'all had a bigger platform than what Mystikal and them dudes had?
Yeah,
Because
see, Mystikal was 95.
Real quick. Yes, Black Moon's first album, Into the Stage, is actually where the term Boot Camp Clik first started getting shouted out on records. On songs like You the Man and Son Get Wrecked, Buckshot and 5 Foot made references to boot camp. In the skits and outros, you hear shout outs to the boot camp, signaling the loose collective of Black Moon, Smith & Wesson, and their Brownsville, Bed-Stuy affiliates, who later officially branded as Boot Camp Clik.
Yeah.
But do
What
you
year?
Mystikal wouldn't?
93.
Do you think Mystikal would have been listening to Black Moon in 1993?
I don't.
So it was probably just.
But it's weird though, because with the South, and you even said this, like you grew up listening to a lot of up top
Up
stuff
top,
because there was
I
more of
huge
it.
in the
Yeah.
up top. Like,
He was out too, and we saw the videos and shit.
That is a very like, even if you're from the boot, the fact that you put the word camp and
see,
click
they
in
been
it,
saying, like you said, but he said he was in the military.
yeah.
So he went. I think Mystikal served in Saudi, Iraq. It was like some war. He went to a war. So, you know, I could get it, but definitely down south, we were 1,000%. If you wanted hip hop, it was even harder down here. So like when you say like y'all didn't know nobody to even like do a photo shoot, get beats, do all that studio. Here it was worse because there is no studio. You know what I'm saying? Like it's maybe one in the city, especially where I'm from. So all we had was y'all. So I could see him, maybe somebody in that crew, like
You know what? Now that he makes that point, I was born in Newark, New Jersey. That's where my whole family's from. But I was basically raised in Pensacola, Florida.
Yeah.
Most people never even heard of Pensacola, Florida. That's where Roy Jones is from.
Jag.
Right.
Yeah, Jag, all that shit.
Okaloosa Junior College down there.
Perhaps.
Basketball.
But what I'm saying is though, there was this. I remember him for two things. He was the only person I ever knew that hated Wu-Tang Clan, and I was like, how could you? Like, how could you? And his favorite group was a boot camp. Yep. I don't know how he was. He was a country dude,
you know,
but
so I know why he hated Wu-Tang.
why?
Because y'all said
Because he thinks that we stole. He thinks that they stole our thunder. Like some people thinks that we were before Wu-Tang. I tell him. I just said this to somebody 3 days ago. I'm like, we were not before Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? Buckshot put out Who Got the Props before. What's the before Wu-Tang
36
dropped Protect Your
Jammers?
Necks.
Oh, okay.
Before Protect Your Neck, like Buck's single drop, Protect Your Neck single drop later, right? But Protect Your Neck was all of them. It was only Buckshot. You understand? Ain't nobody know nothing about no Boot Camp Clik because Buckshot's album didn't come out until '93. The single dropped in '92, right? album dropped in '93, and that's when you heard Tech and Steel and the Boot Camp Clik rhyming. Shout out to Havoc. Havoc was on that same song, You the Man, right? But that was when you started to see us. By that time, the Wu-Tang was already out. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like we came out side by side. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, it wasn't like, and I'll be the first to tell you, I learned from Method Man. And you know, it's a whole list of niggas that
I was gonna say,
you know,
yeah.
that influence,
Yeah.
you know, the way I do what I do, you know. KRS, G-Rap, Big Daddy Kane, and Rakim, right? Those is like the 4 grandmasters. Like those are my forefathers
Yeah.
on the East
Everybody's.
Coast, right?
Even other niggas around, those are their forefathers.
Right. But I got forefathers on the West Coast too.
Who are they?
Ice Cube, Eazy-E, MC Ren, and Dr. Dre. NWA.
Sure.
That's so funny because I got about my next question.
Right. They gave me, like, they taught me, like, the East Coast fathers, they taught me all of my flow, all of the, you know what I'm saying, all of the technical shit. I learned all of that.
Yeah.
The West Coast fathers let me know that I could say whatever I wanted. Just say it. Fuck that.
You know, on
Even if all you want to say is fuck that. Say it.
you know,
understand what
on
I'm
the
saying?
Wu-Tang joint too. One of my favorite lines. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Boot Camp Clik ain't nothing to Wu-Tang.
Niggas seem shocked by the way that I do things. Song with Destiny's Child. I still ride the 2 train.
Yeah, rock. Yeah, Sean P. P. Yeah.
Shout outs to Keontae, cause he's going, when he sees this, he's gonna go crazy. And I told him I was doing this. He was trying, I'm gonna give you a question. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
so he's
Keontae,
gonna go
man.
crazy.
Salute to
He like Boot
Keontae.
Camp Clip, and he specifically fucked with Heltah Skeltah. But I was gonna say, that's funny. I have this theory. I have this theory that the G-Funk originated on the East Coast, and I have a theory. You probably better to say it than me. It originated
No. I've heard this.
and through
Eric Sermon.
Eric Sermon.
Yeah.
And I just learned today through shout outs to Poison Pen, who's like our go-to hip hop historian. I didn't even know that Parliament Funkadelic was from Jersey. I didn't know that. And my favorite rapper growing up is Redman. And so I wanted to ask you, like, it always blew my mind, because to me, as a kid, the first time I'm hearing y'all is the first time y'all must have did the album yesterday, then dropped it the next day. So I'm like, I'm hearing Heltah Skeltah, and you say a line, is he for real? It can't be. And then I listen to Muddy Waters, and then Redman sampled that line. But when I listened to Heltah Skeltah, when I listened to your flow, it was similar to me to Redman. So
Yeah, because I learned from him too.
So, but when I heard that, then I was like, what the fuck is going on? Is these niggas like cousins? They was like writing together?
So look, and as I was saying, like in addition to those forefathers, along the way, there were certain dudes that I learned. Like most of the members of the boot camp are short, right? It's not a diss. It is what it is, right? It was just me and
What's
Ruck.
short though? Hold up though. Hold
Like-
up. Let me represent though.
Like
You
under
talk.
6 feet. Under 6 feet.
Yeah, okay. You
Represent for the
saying?
5 Niners.
You know what I'm saying? So
Royce.
all the races, right? Now, but like I didn't know what to do with all of these limbs and shit. Like you know, I grew up tall. You feel awkward. You know what I'm saying? Like being the tallest dude in your class, this, that, and the third. It's a certain
Yeah,
awkwardness you get used to being. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm not just gifted. I'm not just this dope because God blessed me with all. Like
worked
I
at it.
studied this shit and worked at it. You know what I'm
love
saying?
that.
Like
I love that.
Like I know what look dope and what don't. You know what I'm saying? And when I first started performing, you know, I didn't really have no rap moves. You understand what I'm saying?
You didn't have this joint right
I
here.
didn't- like, yo, I always apologize to the ladies, all of the girls, all of the women, for the way we had y'all dancing and dressing in them early 90s. You understand? Like, none of you beautiful young ladies who are grown, who aunties now, right
Right.
over. But none of you had no business doing this one.
Yeah, that was the move.
That wasn't
When they had the jumpsuit on
with fucking
knees.
with a lumberjack. You know, they got on flannel shirts and all that. Like, yo, nah, ma, we sorry. We sorry. My bad. What was I saying?
I actually want to ask you something based on that though. Now the climate is like no one want to hear that lyrical shit in the club, and we like you don't understand.
Yeah.
There was a whole time period
Yeah.
when they were shaking to lyrical music in the club.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How many female fans did y'all have at the Pinnacle?
We had some.
What was the ratio?
I don't know.
Okay.
But we had some. I know I loved performing back then more than I love performing now. Let's just say that.
Talk to
You know
him.
what I'm saying?
So-
Shit was different. But yeah, I didn't have no rap moves. I watched niggas like Busta Rhymes, Method Man.
He was he was heavy on the punching at the camera. Busta Rhymes might have been the original punch camera.
Right. Method Man, Redman. Like Redman showed me how to do ad libs, not knowing that he was showing me that. We was just, we happened to be in the studio. It's too long a story to get into, but I seen the way he was doing his ad libs. I was like, oh, you could do that?
That's important, yeah.
I was like, you can do that shit? And I started doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I picked up traits from, some of my, my peers along the way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm not ashamed to say none of that shit. You understand what I'm
That's
saying?
how, because a lot of people don't realize, like, the same way, this was, like, almost the inception of a lot of shit. Like, who was the first rapper to have skits on their album and shit? You know what I mean? I think it's
Is it
3
in-
Feet High and
Oh.
Rising. Them niggas.
or De La Soul?
De La Soul. That's what I
year
hear.
is this?
Whenever that came out. Yeah.
I know NWA had some
NWA
skits
has
too.
skits.
Oh,
For
NWA
sure.
had skits. Okay.
NWA had them on there.
But my point is just that, like, and I'm listening to Redman skits on his album.
Right.
Then I'm listening to Snoop Dogg. These nuts got similar skits,
Great
similar,
skits.
similar sampled stuff that they're sampling sources from. But all this shit was going on at the same time, and I'm at the top, like, cause we so against biting and all that kind of shit. So as I'm growing up, I'm like, wait, was he biting who? Like, wait, this was the first person to say this word,
Trying
and
to
then you
figure it
said
out,
that
man.
That
word.
was
Yeah.
all we talked about growing up.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's it.
We didn't have Google. We had no
Yeah,
like,
it was-
chronological
it was-
timeline.
so-
Hip hop was
Yo,
like a
it's-
scavenger.
It's funny though, like if you look at a lot of artists who are comfortable now,
Yeah.
like in themselves and probably in their finances or whatever, they're not chasing the dream no more. They are who they are. A lot of times you'll hear them admit they be like, "Oh, I was biting son on that
Yeah.
Yeah.
on that song right there." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was trying to rap like son on that song. I mean,
Yeah.
you hear it often these days
Yeah.
from veteran MCs.
Pusha
Yeah.
T said it. He said if you go back and listen to I think to the Casket Drops, the third Clips album, he said the whole thing basically he's like, I'm copying Biggie. I'm doing an
Oh,
impression
yeah,
of Biggie
yeah,
the
yeah.
entire album.
Yeah.
You know, just because I rock with Biggie, And so when you hear it, it's just like, yeah,
Look, when I
he
first
is.
Doggy Style by Snoop Dogg was my template for my solo album.
Word.
Why are you still on?
Paused it.
He paused the call.
The notification.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I got Doggy Style maybe as the best album of all time.
Like
the way
I
it's
wanted
made.
my album to
Yes.
be like that.
Every rapper should.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
perfect.
I'm like, nah, because I had like the way he shined and the way that he would sit back and let his homeboys go. I love that.
Yeah.
That was like, it was certain songs he didn't even rap on. He just throw your gun in the air. We don't care, nigga. Don't. He didn't even have a verse on that song. He just let them go crazy.
Yeah.
On what was the other one? For my niggas and my bitches and my bitches. He let Corrupt rap 3-4 times.
He did. He did.
You understand what I'm saying? Just go. Just go. You got
Everybody
more?
was just
Go ahead.
figuring shit out. Yeah, it's
This is
crazy.
my album. I'ma shine. You understand what I'm saying? There's songs on here without most of the songs y'all ain't on.
Yeah.
Get busy.
Did you do
did.
some work on the West Coast?
Yeah.
What was that about?
Well, Los Angeles, California, as strange as this may sound, for a very long time, was my favorite place to go. Ever.
Understand.
Like, I was in a bar in Germany one time with Bernadette Price and her homegirl.
Oh, shout out Bernadette.
Shout out, sis. We was doing a little Heltah Skeltah run, and she filling for her husband, for her husband. And we go and we in the bar, because I wouldn't be even in the fucking bar out there. I'd be show, hotel, nothing. But we out hanging out because they want to see the city. A nigga in the bar, the bartender asked, he's talking to, he asked me my favorite place, if I could live anywhere in the world, where I live. And I told him how much I named L.A. And he was like, what? Like, he was so disappointed. He was upset. Like,
say New York.
Like, son, I think this nigga might have been on the run from LA. Like he might have been a former gangbanger or something out there. Was like, he looked Mexican or something like that, respectfully, right? He was like, and he kind of expressed. He's like, I'm from there. He said, I'm never going. I'm like, is this nigga running? Like, you know what I'm saying? But
he must have lived on the worst part.
he couldn't understand my love for this place. You understand what I'm saying?
My third
Like,
favorite city, so I
like
get it.
from my first trip there, the illest. I got a vlog about this on my platform. It's Monster Nation. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, like, and all of that. But it's a story. What is it called? I do a segment called "It Went Down Like This," right? Where I tell my stories. That's basically story time with Rocco. And I covered this, my first trip to California. The shit was wild. I met Redman, Busta Rhymes, Biggie, blah, blah, blah. It was so stupid. Like, everything good that happened to me in rap started in California. When Duck Down was searching to become an actual label, because it was just a management company before that, Duck Down signed us to Priority.
Which is a
West Coast label. When Duck Down and Priority split, and Priority signed me as a solo artist, like, just dropped in my lap. They was like, all right, everybody is, it was a clause in the contract to where Heltah Skeltah, if Duck Down and Priority split, they reserved the right to claim Heltah Skeltah, right? When Duck Down and Priority split, they sent everybody their releases except mine. If they would have kept Rux too, I would have just understood the play. Okay, they exercising their option. They sent Rux release back and kept mine. Drew High called me and told me that. I'm like, what? What that mean, son? He's like, I don't know. For the first time in my life, I got on a plane by myself and went to Cali, right? I went out there, I popped up in the office. It felt like they was trying to hide Brian Turner, CEO. It felt like they was trying to hide him from me. I'm all over this office trying to find him. Then I ran into my homegirl who worked there, and she produced him, right? And before you know it, I'm in the office with him, and he's like, nah, I was just trying to buy myself time. He's like, I fuck with you, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to give myself a shot at it before you blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? I called you. In my mind, I'm listening to this, but in my mind, I'm like, fuck out of here. Like, you at odds with my niggas. You ain't about to divide. I called Drew High, tell him about that. He was like, Rock, you should take that. He was like, yo, the game is changing right now. You might not see it, but I do. And it's scary out there. Deals are not falling off trees, which I actually explained in the song. It's called Rockness AP, or for my first actual solo album, Rockness After Price. But anyway.
What year is this?
What, that song?
No, what year is all this going on?
All of this is going on in like 99.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And that was a big change in the music industry for rap,
All of this was going on in like 99, 2000. So
This No Limit ending Priorities deal too around that same time.
I know I used to see No Limit up there in the building, you know what I'm saying? But he told me, we had this conversation. He basically was like, yo, you should do it. He's like, they love you up there. He said, you like all of them, everybody, blah, 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 blah. It's a smooth transition for you, you know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity to carry the flag, basically, is how I took it, you know what I'm saying? Shit is shifting. I'm in a system right now where I can still carry. So, of course, I had the whole boot camp on the album. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So money, every big check I ever got was written in California. All of the big ones was written in California. Then you add the weed and the women. And my daughter's mother's from California. That area code that you call, that's a Long Beach area code. I had that number.
Oh, no, yeah, I saw that.
I've had that number for 13 years.
What's your area you like out there in LA? That you rock with? What area? What exact part?
Hollywood. I don't give a
That's how it's supposed to be.
You on Hollywood? Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
like
the
you-
clubs
that's
and the
how it's
bars, all
supposed
that
to be.
right there.
Oh, you
Was
know,
that by
speaking
the,
of Hollywood and Priority, was Ben Baller still at Priority?
I don't remember.
Because, you know, he's...
I don't remember him that well. I just remember his name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always more inside my head than outside. Like, you know, so it's a lot of, like, I've been in a room with a lot of people that I never met. You know what I'm saying? Never said nothing to or whatever. You know, it wasn't just, I was just in my own space. You know what I'm saying? On some introvert shit, right? But, so I know his name. I know I've been around him, but I'm not sure which one of those niggas
That's
is
the
him.
jeweler, the celebrity jeweler. The Asian cat, Ben Baller. But he said he was at Priority, and he was a part of the whole Jay-Z thing.
Yeah.
But he ended up leaving to
Right.
start doing jewelry.
So is this where the Brownsville, the Long Beach song comes about?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was on the second album, on the Magnum Force album.
And it just came from you, just your love and connections out there rocking with.
Yeah.
I feel I got the connection with Toronto.
Hell yeah.
Toronto, Canada, that's my city. Like,
Yeah, me too. Actually,
That's all of us.
Yeah.
Toronto but talk to them because they don't like letting me in. You know
Oh,
what I'm
word,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah, they
My
don't.
Never?
daughter was
Since
born
day
there, so-
one?
Yeah.
Since day one.
Oh.
No, I've been in,
Okay.
but they don't
rock with you like that.
enjoy rocking with me, right?
They,
Like,
they give you a hard time at
every
the,
time.
at
It's
the-
been times when I haven't made it through. Like
Customs.
I done tried. Like I'm like, is it racist? One time the crew was going up there. I'm like, y'all driving? I'm a fly, right? I'm gonna get some slacks. I'm gonna get a blazer.
Oh, you gonna-
I'm gonna get a
Come suit booted for
suited
real.
and booted, son. Dub me, right?
Nah.
and felt disrespected too. Like they didn't just dub me, cause it was like, oh, now you tried to play us, right? They
You thought the suit was
You didn't
gonna
think it
work.
was you? Maybe you was 5'9".
they
Talk to him.
They took this nigga picture and put it up. Don't let him.
they sent me home. Like the story is long and disgusting, right? But they sent me home and then sent my luggage to Jamaica. Like I never even been to Jamaica.
Oh.
Yeah.
To this day, I never been to Jamaica, but my luggage was. They did me like that.
They said, and get your luggage the fuck out of
Right.
here.
Like, wow.
Yo.
Right. So yeah, after that, I stopped trying
Okay.
until a few years ago. I felt lucky and I made it through.
Word.
So I wanted to kind of bring it back for a second, because you were talking about OGC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When did it get to the point where Duck Down became a thing and y'all started to take form?
Well, so it was Duck Down was a management company, right? Duck Down, Drew High was Buckshot's boy. Drew High used to work at Nervous Records, and that's where the guys met him at, right? I don't know
What
if
would
he
we know
was.
from Nervous Records? What would we know from Nervous Records? Okay.
Into the Stage and The Shining
Okay.
were on Nervous Records.
Okay.
Right? And Drew, I don't know if he was an intern there or an actual employee there, but I know when Buckshot was ready to leave, I think the way they explained it to me is it was on a I'm out of here, fuck you, you cool, fuck you, I'm out, right? But before he left, it was like a who's coming with me, right? And Drew went with him.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And they started doing, I just paraphrased the whole situation, but it was that type of
They started
energy.
Duck Down together.
Right, they started Duck Down together. And, they got out of there and they was like, all right, we got to get Smith & Wesson out of there too. You understand what I'm saying? So when it was time for Duck Down when it was time for us to put out our music, well, let me back up a second. Duck Down, in order to become a label, they couldn't do it with Smith & Wesson. They were still tied up. Smith & Wesson and Buckshot was still tied up in their contracts. So this is where Heltah Skeltah and Original Gun Clappers came in. You understand what I'm saying? Our demo was mostly like it was us. It wasn't no Buckshot, Smith & Wesson. So that was where the Fab Five incubated and all of that process right there. So,
Yeah.
it was us they shopped around. They became a label with, they landed a deal with Priority. So now Duck Down had effectively gone from a management company to a label. You know what I'm saying? And that was all about around the time of 95, 96. You know what I'm saying? Our first album came out in 96.
Okay. So the first album comes out in 96. Then you guys, is that around the time when you took your first trips out to California?
Now, my first trips out to California was in like 95.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was it, so I guess my question is, when you met up with like Tupac's crew, the Outlaws, and all that type of stuff, did that happen before or after like the beef got started? Did you have a relationship with those guys or a relationship with all the West Coast dudes before or after that?
This is such an interesting answer to this question.
We got to clarify what the beef is too for the
The,
people.
so I'm basically, for lack of a better term, the East Coast, West Coast, or the Biggie and Pac beef.
Right.
Because to me, it's interesting that you befriended them and you were so cool with the West Coast, and then you had beef at home, which who you would think would be someone free. Because if I'm not mistaken, you know, even your offices were right next to each other. The Bad Boy offices.
No, they weren't right next to each other. I mean, I actually don't know where the Bad Boy offices was, so you could be right. You know what I'm saying? I never been there, but I don't think so. I think it was, up a little bit further north. But
12th.
But it's wild because yes, we had our own smoke with Biggie, right? And the smoke that the Outlaws, that Tupac and the Outlaws had with Biggie, if they telling this, I wasn't there, right? But the story that was told, if that story is told correctly, Biggie wasn't in the studio that night, the night Pac got shot, right? He wasn't in the studio to work for, he was only there to work with Junior Mafia. And they say they were working on the song Get Money, right? That's the one from.
So Pac was supposed to be on Get Money.
No, he was doing a feature.
He was doing Biggie. Yeah, Pac was doing a feature someplace else, right?
Quad City Studios.
In Quad Studios, and this happened to Pac that night. Biggie's like, listen, we didn't do none of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't got nothing to do with that. You know, I was in the studio working with Junior Mafia on what song? If I'm not mistaken, it's the Get Money song. That song is the song that started the rift between us and Biggie.
Yeah, because if you feel like the best of them or as bad as the worst. Okay.
Right. That's the song that started the rift between us and Biggie. Again, what you said before, like hip hop as a culture, we would take from outside, anything, but not from each other. Right? And that's how we took it. Respect, shout out to Junior Mafia, we passed that, right? But that was what started the rift, right? And then that would effectively mean that we became at odds with them on the very same night Tupac became at odds with them.
That's crazy. That's a crazy coincidence.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the people at home that don't understand why there was a rift because of that song, can you
Oh,
go
well,
into details?
so OGC, our baby bros, right? The youngest members of the boot camp, we had required the most training. You understand? This is our baby, right? These is our babies, right? Whatever, right? But the one of their best songs, it's the title song off of their first album. It's called The Storm, right? Top Dog sets off the song with a reggae hook. Top Dog often raps in patois, right? But it's a hook that he jacked from, who's the original artist? Who made it? I could be as good as the best, but as bad as the worst. So don't test me. Dia was headed up to here.
Yeah.
With those niggas who don't be knowing who we are. Have you lost all your respect for the squad? That was how he, he made it a hot line. They made it a hot song.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
And we felt like he jacked it from us because we performed it, and one of our biggest nights might have been the Duck Down release party or whatever.
Yeah.
Like we had a celebration when Duck Down became, you know what I mean? And like I said, boot camp truly, I don't know if I said it today, but boot camp truly was basic training for us. So our baby bros kind of graduated that night, that show, in my eyes, right? Them niggas was on point. This was the best I ever saw them performing, right? And
So the song meant a lot.
to me,
Yeah.
hell yeah. I mean, it meant a lot to all of us, right? It's they fucking title song, right? And then, you know, I do, and my memory could be muddy, right? My memory is, anyway. The way I remember it, Biggie was in the building that night. You understand what I'm saying? But other niggas have different memories of this shit. So don't, you know what I'm saying? Like you get, if you could get somebody else to talk about it from my side of the story, because I'm sure their side of the story is going to be like, you know, they like, we didn't, nigga, it was a reggae song. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We ain't jacking from y'all. We neither, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
We can't really argue that. How can we prove it? You understand? But we was young and, you know, wow. So
Yeah.
You know what I'm realizing? Your life might be like the butterfly effect. Like you go back to all these moments.
Make
It
one
just
small
change
change.
history. He go back and figure out how he got on the stage at when Mystikal and them was performing.
And it's
then
funny
go
because
back
it's the
and dig
same
it.
thing, right? Y'all was pissed because y'all felt like someone took something that it was yours.
something creatively. You know what I'm saying?
And so I guess my question is, and what I'm trying to understand, and I mean, I could be wrong about the timing and the dates and all that, but so let's say Drect has a problem with somebody, right? Somebody that I don't know really at all. And then I meet that person and they say something and I take it the wrong way because I already in my mind have implanted negativity because he has an issue with my mans. So what I guess I'm wondering is, were you already primed to like, man,
Be on
fuck
go time.
yeah, like on go time, like I already kind of didn't like this dude or kind of had some negativity in that area.
What,
so
with
when,
Biggie?
yeah,
No. Nah. Biggie. I remember one time Biggie got me so high. And, you know, I'm young, like, I hadn't smoked all this exotic weed and shit yet, right? Like, I'm a professional smoker now, but back then, you know, we just learning about new strains and shit. We was at this club. This club was right on like 13th Street, if I remember correct. It was me, a couple of boot camp niggas. It was Biggie, a couple of his homeboys. I don't remember which ones. They wasn't the famous ones.
Yeah.
Hazy memories or whatever. Son, we smoked some weed. I needed to sit the fuck down, son. like I was about to pass out. Like I'm like, oh nah. Went and sat down. And no, it wasn't laced. You know what I'm saying? It was just
Just strong.
yeah, that shit was strong. And you know, again, just butterfly effect shit. Like shit I learned later in my life. Like there was a point in my life where I had a bunch of near blackouts.
yeah,
Where I'm like, I know this weed didn't do that.
yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? Like I smoke this weed all the time. I smoked one blunt today, and you know, it was other shit going on, like in my body, right? So, you know, I didn't learn that till years later. That could have been what that was back then when when I'm smoking this weed with these niggas, and I
It's
literally
interacting with other shit you did.
but it wasn't like we smoked 100 blunts. So in my mind, I was like, this weed was so good that but it could have been that other shit.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, we was cool with Biggie. That's like, I had no problem with Biggie. You know what I'm saying? It was all good. So it wasn't that I was on bullshit. Like once I got both feet in the game, I got off bullshit. Right? That, like I said, that mystical shit was a glitch in the matrix right there for me. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
But like niggas socialized all that bullshit right out of me, right? The first time we was in North Carolina somewhere at a sound check, and somebody was talking crazy. I was getting ready to go put hands and feet on them, right? Buckshot and Drew High jumped, like them niggas jumped in front of me, because they short, right? Niggas, hands on my chest, like, Rock, you can't do. These niggas gave me a whole speech, both of them. It was like they rehearsed that shit. They was back and forth, like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all right, nigga, damn. Right? Meanwhile, Ruck done appeared behind the dude that I was getting. He's like, yo, Rock, what happened? Who? I'm like, never mind, son. Like, really, I could have just been like, him. And
Right.
I'm like, nothing, son, right? So my socializations, or, you know what I'm saying, started. You know, my social engineering started in that moment right there. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you had to, nobody's trying to go to jail on the road, bro. Like, then that happened to Steele one time. You know what I'm saying? We was on the road. He got like, you know how heartbroken we was?
Yeah.
To be on the road and this nigga gets locked up and we have to do the show without him and then go to the next city and do another show. Like Drew High had to stay. Like as real niggas, we was heartbroken. That was the lesson niggas needed. Like, so you already, you gotta maintain your composure on the road and in this shit. And so with along with going to all of these cities and people genuinely rocking with me. Everybody fucking loves me.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's fake love, real love, it's superficial love, whatever it is, but everybody is saying all of the nicest things in the world to me.
They came out to see you.
People are, I go places, even when I'm not at a show, right? I'm meeting all these people. People are genuinely nicer than I thought they was growing up in Brownsville. You travel a little bit, you see the world and all of that. So I was effectively off bullshit.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
So is that the reason why when y'all had the issues with someone close to home, y'all didn't immediately jump? I mean, I could be wrong. Like, this is me, like, doing the research. But y'all didn't immediately jump to something physical. Y'all jump like, okay, we're gonna retaliate through the video.
Right.
We don't like the fact that his art stole our art, so we're gonna respond with
Art.
through our art. Yeah. So is that why y'all did the video?
Yeah.
And so in hindsight, like, do you think like their response to that, which ended up with the physical altercation that happened, do you think it was because that was more embarrassing? And it stepped up to like what you got to do in response.
People don't deal with embarrassment well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all right.
So clarity for people at home.
Yeah. So okay, basically, long story. Well, I'll let you tell it about what happened. So basically, you guys found that Biggie used the same line as y'all, and then Original Gun Clappers came out with a video, and in that video they portrayed Biggie and I think
and probably Lil' Kim.
Yeah, Lil' Kim. Just the same way that
negative,
NWA had done.
Right.
It's funny enough, there was a lot of different videos that did that. It's funny how original hip hop was doing that.
Yeah, yeah, and I was the culprit who actually like went on stage and disrespected the Biggie lookalike and all of that. Like that was me who did that, right?
Was it a video or was it a show?
It was a video.
Oh, okay.
So the video lives on in infamy. You understand what I'm saying? It's out there, like, and like what they did, like they didn't diss us, right? We felt that they jacked us, right? We dissed them. It's a difference. You understand what I'm saying now? So it's like disrespect is what, disrespect gets handled different than, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or whatever. So I mean, so that was what it was. But like, yeah, it was never a situation where we didn't like Big in the beginning, right? We responded creatively because we already, at this point, we knew that we can't just be on bullshit.
Right.
Right? You understand what I'm saying? So we responded creatively. And like I said, as you stated, like Tech is still, like Tech was, you see Tech with Junior Mafia niggas all the time to this day.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So, like, we responded with the art, right? And me being the type of nigga I was, like, I ain't never been in a beef that started with me. Never. You know what I'm saying? My loyalty got me into all of the whatevers, right? But me, like, who gonna do it? Like, I remember us showing up to the video location. It was in a real obscure location and shit. There's a trailer there. I get on the bus and I see the fake Biggie there. This is my first time. I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't know it was going to happen. None of this, right? And somebody was like, "And yeah, Rock, we gonna have you." And I was just with it. I was with it. I'm like, all right, because I understood, the situation. I'm like, oh, this is what we doing? All right, I'm with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that shit spilled out. Like, it got violent. You understand what I'm saying? Blood was shed behind that. You understand what I'm saying?
And this is, I guess, why I was thinking. I mean, like you said, I was wrong. Maybe their buildings weren't close, but y'all lived in the same area at least. Like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all in Brooklyn or whatever. So having beef with someone like that, and then y'all have to see each other at the store, at the bank.
Yeah, we wouldn't see each other like we didn't run into each other a lot, but we ran into each other multiple times, and they were almost always tense.
Can you talk about any of them times without getting too crazy?
There was a time in the tunnel.
Always the tunnel.
The most infamous place in the world.
Always the
And
tunnel.
I tell you, and I promise you this, like, the tunnel was my favorite club. Like, if I could bring any club back, it would be the tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
All of these horror stories niggas got about the tunnel, not me. I love that shit. Like, I was having a ball every Sunday I went there, right?
But how many of y'all went? How many of y'all went
When?
to the tunnel?
We all went to the tunnel.
So how many of y'all was it?
You
Oh,
mean the
that
day?
night?
Yeah,
Oh,
like, you
nah.
probably never had anything.
Nah, it was
'cause-
only a few of us.
Oh, okay.
That night,
Uh-huh.
it was only a few of us. It was me, Smith and Wesson, and Buck. Right. Oh, Drew was there too. Right. And it was because, and the reason we was traveling so lightly was because it was this night that it's this thing they used to do called Hot Night Backstage. It was a Hot 97 event that they did at the tunnel once a year. And Heltah Skeltah had just recently gotten ourselves banned from Hot 97. So it was like, I was lucky to even be in there, right? So you only get this many passes, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? And since I was such a face card for boot camp, it's like, if you're going to make a statement, they bringing me back then. You had Smith and Wesson, Buckshot, you got Rock. We can sell this as boot camp. You understand what I'm saying? So we was in the building, and everybody I just named to you is ain't none of these niggas over.
So not intimidating is what you saying.
Recurring theme here.
Nobody's over 6 feet.
Yeah, right. So who was it? Salute D-Rock was in the building. Well, not just D-Rock. Junior Mafia was in the building. Biggie wasn't in the building, right? But D-Rock was there, and I look over, I see D-Rock having a conversation with Tech. And I didn't even see them having a conversation. I just seen Tech standing there talking to somebody, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I walked over there because I wasn't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody, we was all spread up, and it wasn't in the tunnel. It wasn't in the main area. It was in one of those back press areas. They had these other rooms and shit that most people didn't really know about in the tunnel, where they would have press and media and all that kind of shit set up. Sometimes, on other nights, that's where the party was, like a rock and roll night or a club night or whatever, but it was these sections in the club. So we was off in one of those sections, and it was a lull. It was a dull moment in I felt kind of, what am I doing here? I'm gonna go talk to my man, right? And I went down there to Tech, to where he was, and I noticed that I walked into a weird conversation. You know what I'm saying? The energy was crazy, and D-Rock had that energy was for me. You understand what I'm saying? And he was like, yeah, and when I picked up on the energy, I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, what is it? Like, yo, Tech, what is this? Tech began to explain to me, my brain is moving too fast right now. I done figured it out before he finished talking. I'm like, this is some Biggie shit? And D-Rock was like, yeah. You understand what I'm saying? And some wanted smoke. And, and it was respectful too. Right? You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't even no bullshit. It's like, yo, when I figured out it was like blah blah blah, I'm like, all right, I'm like, yo, bro. I'm like, your man did blah blah. He's like, my man ain't do nothing. I'm like, your man, we feel like your man did blah blah blah, so we did that. You know what I'm saying? And again, he was like he respectfully wanted smoke. Like, and Tech is like, what is we doing here? And he stated what we was doing, what he intended to do. Now, remember what I told you a minute ago, right? This is Hot 97's event.
And y'all got
And I'm banned from the radio already. I'm privileged to even be in here.
just you.
Just Heltah Skeltah.
Heltah Skeltah.
Oh, the
banned.
whole. Oh, okay.
But so they basically snuck me in. I'm whatever, right? I ain't really supposed to be here. We don't have all of the privileges that a legendary crew should have right now. You know,
Yeah.
so I know I don't want to fuck up the bag like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand what the situation we on, and I couldn't engage him. You understand what I'm saying? I couldn't. The mission always comes. Remember, I tell you, son, I'm never only that 0.1% of the time I zap out. This wasn't one of those. You know, I'm normal. I'm like. So I'm talking to, I'm like, I respectfully, I got a drink. I'm talking to son. I'm like, I don't got it like that to do that in Hot 97 party. You understand what I'm saying? And at this point, squads is forming.
Yeah.
You understand? My half a squad, you understand? My quarter of a squad and their squad is forming. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all like Little C's is standing up on the bar. Buckshot jumps up on the bar. You understand what I'm saying? And security came and intervened, right? Luckily. Because it was getting, you know, I don't know how long I could have held that off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I literally told him, I'm like, I do not have it like that to turn out Hot 97's party like that. Y'all might be, you know, y'all bad boy and all this shit. You know, that was my type of energy. And he was like, all right, well, we could. Here goes security. You understand what I'm saying? And all of that. Like, so that was one of the other tense situations. Well, the only other one that I was present for, you know what I'm saying? Where you know, I was present and a part of the actual tension. But yeah, that, you know, luckily that shit didn't go nowhere that night. But unluckily, the shit that happened in the studio happened like a week after that.
I don't even know what happened in this.
You didn't know that part of the story? That part of the story? Nah, niggas came to the studio and Strain got jumped.
I really didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Strain got jumped, and you know it was bad. Like we took a L. You know, we took a L with that right
Got
there.
jumped by members of Junior Mafia.
Right.
Yeah.
And
or affiliates or whatever, you know, whoever, I don't know who. Some dudes came in on behalf of Biggie,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, to the studio, and you know, shit got violent because, as I stated earlier, Strain will never bow down.
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like niggas probably just wanted an apology. Like niggas said that I believe in Strain's version of the story. Like niggas wanted to call Biggie or I know Strain. He going you put him on the phone with Biggie, he's gonna say something bad about Miss Wallace. Rest in peace. You understand? Like Strain is he's not that.
I got one of them partners like that.
You understand what I'm saying? So I can only imagine what he said to them niggas when you understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he gonna make you do something to him.
So it's funny because that's kind of like the story they tell of what happened to Biggie after he was talking shit to E40. They caught him. They put him on the phone with E40. They hashed it out. They let him go.
Yeah.
And so they probably walked up and tried to handle it the same way. But your boy wasn't having it like that.
How did the beef end? Did it end with Biggie's death or ended before this?
Nah, basically, I mean, it ended with Biggie's death.
So that's
You know what I
crazy.
mean?
So basically a bunch of violence started happening back and forth after that.
Well, it wasn't a bunch, but it wasn't a bunch of violence. We took a L. You understand what I'm saying? Now, there was a bunch of intended violence. Respectfully speaking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was looking for the smoke.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I did pop up a few places where they was, and there was some, you know, them niggas, respect to them niggas, like, them niggas used to move a certain kind of way, where, you know, it was.
And that was going to be my next question. Did you feel like you was fighting the fucking, you know what I mean? Because Bad Boy's the big label. You know what I mean?
With all the bread.
I'm not sure. That's like right before they had all the hits, but these niggas had a lot of radio play. There's a lot of money coming in. Did you feel like there's just a lot of these niggas around?
Not necessarily. I didn't feel like that, but I knew that I knew that their money was a factor.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I was very aware of that. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, I'm like, I didn't care at the time. I was on. This put niggas back on bullshit.
Right.
Right. But,
I want to bring it back to the music for a second, right? So, in my personal opinion, one of the greatest things to ever happen to underground hip hop was when the game Grand Theft Auto dropped, right? And so you hear Royce the 5'9" on there. You got beats by Alchemist on there, and it wasn't the first time I heard Sean Price, but it's the first time I heard Sean Price as Sean Price, right? How come there was no Heltah Skeltah track on that soundtrack? Because I don't know if you noticed, the first interview I ever did in my life was with Sean Price, and he told me that's the craziest check he's ever seen in his life.
What year did that come out?
So I graduated high school that had to be like 2001.
Okay. So I was probably in Cali doing solo shit, and Ruck was doing his, Sean Price, his first album didn't come out till like 03 or something like that. He was building that catalog. He was building that zone. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He was becoming the Sean Price that everybody fell in love with.
So everything happens for a reason. So we ain't gonna say like, oh, we regret this, regret that. But like, do you feel like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have took the priority deal?
Yeah.
And just went and did the shit just like.
Can I play something for you?
Sure.
This exclusive?
No. Oh. No, but it's deep.
Okay.
I want you to look at the picture.
Wow.
Yeah. I think I've seen this picture before.
This is my Instagram, right?
The picture has Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes.
Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes. Who's that right there?
I don't know who one of those people is, but that's Biggs.
Oh, that's Kareem Biggs' birth.
Kareem Biggs
Uh-huh.
and Rockness Monsta, right?
So when Priority, you took the deal with Priority and he didn't. That's what separated Heltah Skeltah. And then you feel like you might have fucked up what happened after you separated from Sean Price.
Yeah.
For the rest of your career. Because
Duck Down could have got, and I say all of this on that song, right? Duck Down could have got another label deal.
Yeah.
Right. But I was in my view, right? I was such an important factor, like such an important piece to the puzzle. Like everybody thought that I was going to be the one of us. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like somebody buying a franchise. Like if I bought the Lakers right now, and you told me I couldn't get LeBron. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean, B?
That ain't the Lakers.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
So I felt like that about our situation in hindsight. You know what I'm saying? So that's one, right? We was primed. Like we could have got a deal on fucking Def Jam or Loud or something, a label that, in my opinion, knew how to work our project better. You understand what I'm saying? These labels were famous. They've done a lot of East Coast artists well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Priority being a West Coast label, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like we was like they weed money. And, they West Coast artists was they dope and they crack money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this was weed money on the side. You understand what I'm saying? So, but without me in that piece of the puzzle, I feel like that might have hurt the mission. You understand what I'm saying? And I later learned, like, within the last 10 years, that P was hurt by that.
I was just about to ask if you had to do it over, would you have not made the same decision?
I
But
would not have.
Also, I would ask, did you talk to anybody else before you made the decision? Because you said you called
Told
up,
his man.
Drew
I
Hop.
called
you
Drew
called
Hop.
up Drew, and he said take the deal. Did you talk to anybody else about it?
I think I did. Like it wasn't. This wasn't a secret to
Yeah.
especially not to P. It wasn't a secret.
Did P ever express to you?
Never.
So he did the same thing to you that you did to him. You wouldn't tell him you wanted to be in the group, and then he came to you and said, "Let's be in the group." And then 360 or 180, he didn't come to you and say, "Yo, don't go."
Yeah, but I mean that's almost true because, that's true, right? But there was the caveat is, Ruck wanted to do I never wanted to do a solo album. I always wanted to be in a group, right? Ruck and Strang were already talking about doing solo albums, right?
Right.
And I was like, I guess I'm doing one too. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then the label split, parted ways, and I get this, or I don't get my walking papers when everybody else get, you know what I'm saying? The weird shit happened. So it was like, that's what everybody would like. They gave me this idea.
So if P would have said, "Hey, don't take that deal, man. You gonna break. Heltah Skeltah guys stay together." Would you have said, "Cool"?
I want to play the whole song.
Go ahead.
When I look back at it, just considering those things, all of those things, it might not have, shit could have been different. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, but I didn't know. Like, I thought I was carrying the flag.
You only know what you know.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, okay, we still got the all right. We still got the priority machine. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting the niggas on the album, so you're gonna have to deal with us regardless. You know what I'm saying?
So there was no beef.
No.
So why, in your mind, you thought like,
Nah, there was no beef, but I did eventually find myself at odds with Duck Down, right? Which is, that's what, like, my lawyer was like, let's get you a little more paper, sweet. And that shit right there is what made niggas beef. Shit halted the process. I'm broke and starving, waiting to eat. When it was all my fault, basically.
you tying it up. Yeah, you tying them up, getting their bread because you trying to get more.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? When it was all my fault, basically, I'm talking flagrantly, tripping. You know what I'm saying? But one of you niggas could have came to me. What the fuck? Ruck, Starang, ST? I ain't that tough. Y'all could have told me, hey, you tweaking. But let me not shift the blame. It was me. I was in way too deep. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but that set the stage for P.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me and Priority parted ways for good, but I made some cream. You know what I'm saying? Went back to finalize the papers to leave when I met DJ Lethal through Rico, J-Ro, and E, the Alcoholics.
And that's DJ Lethal is
From Limp Bizkit and House of Pain fame. Got to deal with him. The biggest check I ever got in my life. Where?
West
In
Coast.
California. You understand what I'm saying?
Cali, give it up.
Yeah.
So, okay, go ahead.
Oh no, so I was, because I heard you mention Eminem coming up in that.
Oh, yeah.
What is the Eminem ties and connections?
Well, my Shady, Limp Bizkit and Shady started beefing.
with DJ Muggs and all that.
DJ Lethal.
DJ Lethal.
Yeah.
Right. So they start beefing, and I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I just got there. Nigga, the fuck is we doing here? I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, oh, man, what? You mean to tell me I gotta write bars for Eminem?
Oh Lord.
I fucking love Eminem.
Right.
I got bars, though. I ain't scared. But this is, you
And what you
understand?
want to do?
Damn. But shortly after that, Interscope dropped Lethal's label.
Damn.
You understand? Now, I'm not saying Eminem got us kicked off the label and all that, but
Jimmy Iovine
I'll say
don't
that
play
shit.
though.
Yeah.
I'll say that shit.
I'm just
No,
saying.
I'll just say it's Jimmy Iovine. He's in any conflict of interest. You know, he did game like that too.
You understand what I'm saying? So,
Which I'm not saying is underhanded. I'm saying I understand it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah,
so
for
like,
sure.
right,
Write that down.
right.
I don't mean to rhyme, but I do it all the time.
So, yeah, that's what, yeah.
But
that's-
you got your check
Yeah.
beforehand. So
So let's bring it back to Decept real quick because you mentioned it a couple times.
You said Ruck was a notorious Decepticon.
Some was a legend.
I've heard all throughout battle rap, so R.I.P. PH Pen. I've heard the Decepticon name. Now imagine I was born in 1987, so imagine you watching this TV show, and then you know what I'm saying?
Do the sound.
You watch the niggas transform and shit. I love it.
How the sound go?
I absolutely love Transformers
You
growing
doing
up.
it wrong. It's more like a.
Oh no, we got the
It
battle
comes
that
from,
one.
he said somebody got punched in the chest and they made that sound. They folded up.
Yeah, my brother punched somebody in the chest and he transformed. His whole body just transformed. So anyway, I'm listening to. This is funny enough. This is why I asked you if you fucked with Smooth the Hustler and all them, because I heard this unreleased tracks. I forget how it goes, but they used the melody from the TV show. The da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
Cypher blowers.
Yes.
Blowers
And I was,
yeah.
I listened to that to this day. And I was like, yo, why they never released this? They probably couldn't get the clearances, whatever. And so then I'm talking to the Pen, and he was like, yeah, all of them was everybody. There was major Decepticons. So growing up, you hear about Bloods and Crips and all that kind of stuff. And I'm watching, I saw Warriors, and I know New York niggas had gangs on every other block. It was a different gang and all that kind of stuff. Then you watch the movie Gangs in New York, and you see it's just a long history of people clicking up. So what you tell me if I'm wrong and how it is from your perspective. Then it kind of died out, and then how I witness gangs and from my perspective is kids just be hanging out, they be clicked up, and then they have a problem with somebody else and they go get their crew, and this is the clique. Then it just, as they get older, that same clique just gets older too, and the beef from 10 years ago now has grown into something else. There might be guns involved, there might be this involved, and then all of a sudden the clique grows because your little brother's in it, your cousin, and oh, you got a friend that you rock with, now he's in it. So what I imagine is some kids in New York was fucking loving Transformers and watching Decepticons. They made a little crew, but then somehow it grows into this, like, there's hundreds and hundreds of members.
Yo, the original member, the first, like the fucking founding members of Decepticons went to one of the smartest high schools in New York City. They went to Brooklyn Tech. And son, I was a DCEP, right? But it's a difference between my DCEP and some of these niggas' DCEP. Like, some of these niggas was serious, super savages, right? At the same time, they was wild smart.
Yeah.
Right? Fucking scientists and shit, right?
It's the worst kind.
Right. Super savage, like, nah. You know, and Ruck was like the baby of that cloth.
Yeah.
Like, he's like the youngest member of that cloth. Like, and when I say super savage, yeah, I mean we all were prone to violence and this, that, and the third for the most part, right? But just the outlandishness of it, like why you had to do it that weird. You understand what I'm saying? Like why are you walking around with hedge clippers? You couldn't just have like you
Buddha's
couldn't,
the barber beefcake and
you
shit.
couldn't just get a gun. You understand what I'm saying? You couldn't just get a knife, box cutter or something. Like, why hedge clippers?
Niggas was walking around with car parts and shit like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess
Like, I used to walk with a pizza slicer. Don't ask me how I'm keeping this shit, how I'm storing this shit.
Pizza slicer.
Yeah.
Niggas was Ninja Turtles and shit. Nigga.
My
Slice your
nigga.
finger off.
You ever
Right.
use it?
I don't know. But I used to walk with a pizza slicer, right? And, you know, that shit, like, niggas just wanted to do, it was, the more outlandish
The more
you
brutal.
were,
Yeah.
with your, you know, you could be a great fighter. You could be, like, you're a trained pugilist, right?
Right.
That's not going to get you. You're going to get props. Ain't nobody going to play with you, right? But you're not going to move up in the ranks just by knocking niggas out neatly.
You gotta do some extra shit.
Right.
You gotta do some extra shit if you want to be
Hit that
this
nigga with a
show
garbage
enough.
can, throw him in the garbage can or something. You know what I'm saying? You got to add some theatrics to this shit. You
Your brother
understand what
might have
I'm
made
saying?
it if he actually made a nigga transform. He might have actually made it.
Right. So you had to be with some theatrics to move up in the ranks. And Ruck was he's off center. Like, he really liked that. Like, he was really not regular. Like,
Yeah.
Till this day, my mom's like, she used to be like, yeah, Sean is crazy.
Yeah.
Sean was crazy.
A little off a little bit.
Yeah, so he fit into that cloth. I was more grumpy. I was an angry
Yeah.
youth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was with all of the shit. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, I was with some outlandishness. You know what I'm saying? I had some outlandish shit with me, but I didn't move. I wasn't like they were in the ranks. You understand?
So if, as far as I know, you said my Decept is different from their Decept. Y'all had like smaller crews
Oh, absolutely.
that all had like these niggas was the Predacons, these was the Sharktacons and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Ruck was the leader of our set. We was the Triggercons. It was the Legions, we called them.
The trigger
Oh,
con.
Legions.
TriggerCon, you know
Sound
what time
dangerous
it is.
as hell.
You know what time it is.
We was about, you know, that was a staple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was on that because we're not like like I never got like initiated.
Yeah.
You know, it was something like I got recruited. You understand? It's like, nah, you with us because of the demonstrations that I was demonstrating in real life. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? It's like, oh, nah, you with us. You know what I'm saying?
I want to ask you about a story that I heard told, and I want to know if you can shed any light on this. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but Decept, y'all thing was transformed, like how y'all let your presence be known. So,
Well, there was a couple of ways.
so Jermaine,
Wait, can I know the other ways?
We had a couple of call outs, a couple of catchphrases. What's the flavor? And what's the flavor sounds harmless and a bit confusing at the same time if you're not eating nothing.
Yeah.
Right? But you know, nigga yell out, "What's the flavor?" Something bad is about to happen, or not even something. Either it's about to get very loud,
Yeah.
or it's about to get very bad. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? If it just gets loud, if somebody just answers, because it's a question, what's the flavor? If somebody yells out Decept, you good, right? If that's all that happens, what's the flavor? Decept. What's the flavor? You might be good, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't hear nothing, that means,
Niggas swarming.
yeah, like what's the flavor? You don't hear no answer. That means nobody knows what the flavor is. That means nobody here,
Recognizes you.
right? Like,
Uh,
oh, this is about to get bad. This whole train car, we get robbed, type of shit.
so
You
it's
understand what I'm
basically
saying?
like saying, what set you claim, cuz?
Yeah, and if ain't no,
Yeah.
like if they saying that and ain't nobody, it's not like a call and answer from friends to friends to friends, then it's it's a war cry now.
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like it's about to get ugly in the spot.
So, the question I wanted to ask was, Jermaine Dupri told a story. He said he was with Criss Cross doing like a promo run in New York. And he said he out there shining, thinking everything is sweet. He said he walked down the wrong alley, side street, whatever. And he said he just heard transform. And whoever he was with said, if you hear that, just run for your life. And he said they all just ran for their life to the nearest main road and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, that makes sense. He was in Manhattan somewhere.
I believe so.
Yeah, cause one of the hubs which we used to call Cybertron, right?
Oh, Lord.
That was Ruck, Steel, Tech, Strang. All them niggas went to that same school, a school called Graphic Communication, High School of Graphic Communication Arts. Well, that's what they changed the name to. It used to be called Printing, High School of Printing or something like that. Smart ass school. These kids in there smart as shit too.
A lot of rappers in New York came from like schools like
Son, these niggas, this was Cybertron. This was where all of the Decepticons would go to congregate. You understand what I'm saying? And it was bad. Like, it was bad. That school was right on 50th Street.
that. So he walked in the wrong
He walked into
the wrong
Cybertron.
shit, nigga.
Nigga walked around the corner to Cybertron. That's
49th and 50th Street. Front of it is on 49th, the back of it is on 50th, right? It's like 8th Avenue. Like 8th between 49th and 50th. Like it's that close to all of the bright lights in the big city. You know, if you got tired of the pizza you was eating down by your hotel and just decided you wanted to walk up a few blocks, you might run into Decepticons.
So, yo, MJ, before a lot of knowledge and a lot of crazy stories in this interview. Before we kind of wrap it up, MJ, we got some battle rap questions for Rock.
Yeah. So
Oh shit.
So starting here, so again, like you said, I'm hearing stuff different times and different periods. So Blaze Battles comes about. This time I'm hearing it, it's on HBO. It's the one with Shells and KRS hosting. But come to find out later in life, it had been going on before that.
Right.
And so you were a part of this, and what was going on?
Yeah, I Drew High. Thanks, Drew. Drew High convinced me to enter this battle.
Okay.
Right? He was like, it's this thing going on. There's a lot of attention on it. You our best option. Right? I'm like, I be seeing this battle shit. I don't know if I really like all this shit. Like blah, 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 blah. All of this. These niggas rapping in each other's face, spitting. It's like, it's not like that, whatever. I don't know if I said all that. I know that I was a bit reluctant, right?
Yeah.
But Drew was like, nah, he talked me into it. So I did it. And, I lost. I got eliminated like in the first round. Like, I chose to rhyme a cappella when my opponent chose to rhyme over a beat.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't know that, like, I was already rock from Heltah Skeltah. He was able to throw the fact that my albums ain't go platinum or gold. You understand what I'm saying? He was able to throw all that at me. I ain't have nothing, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had no information on son or whatever.
He didn't have a record deal, but
he didn't have a record, right, right.
You have no idea who it was?
His name was IG Off. Rest in peace. He passed away some time ago, right? But yeah, he did what he was supposed to do, right? This was not his first rodeo.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This was my first time ever battling in that format. You know what I'm saying? So, I took the L, and it wasn't a bad L too, because I gave him bars. Actually, the bars I gave him, it was my verse on Magnum Force. The song Magnum Force. Keep on talking. I get more than style cramped up. When you see me, don't say shit like Pink Panther. Talk too much like running them. Your breath smell like Pampers. You knocked the fuck out by doctor. So I gave him that verse, but there wasn't the momentum of the beat and all that. So they chose a winner by the noise, the noise meter, the applause meter or whatever, And my shit wasn't snazzy.
Yeah.
He just got the edge. You understand what I'm saying? So it was what it was. But that's the reason why, I've come so close to actually battling again.
Well, you were ahead of your time because it used to be beat driven. Now they definitely don't want to hear beat.
Right.
So I could see you getting off. Was you supposed to battle pause? Was you supposed to battle Ice?
For Legends Only, Math Hartford League and shit.
Yeah, when was he trying to set that up?
It was shortly after his Method Man battle, right? But just scheduling, like I was going through. I live in Arizona as well in New York.
Okay.
Right. So when I'm in Arizona, sometimes I'm out there for months at a time and all that, and it's where my daughter at. I'm where she need me. So it was partially a scheduling problem. It was also for a minute I was writing too slow. Like I wasn't coming up with enough shit. I'm like, I need more time or whatever, right? And then I found myself with too many bars. I'm like, whoa, I need to trim some of this. Can it be three rounds, or it got to be one? Because this shit too long, right? So now I'm trying to figure, time going by. The idea just kind of fell out. Just kind of fell off. He kind of stopped doing the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then I almost did some work with URL too.
Yeah.
Who was you supposed to battle with?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
You said, nah, we good. Rain works for URL. You good?
Yeah.
But yeah, it almost happened, and it was a good one. It was going to be a goodie. I wrote 3 rounds for this legend, for one of the URL's greats. I still got those bars for Ice and the other.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
So just real quick, I want to get into a lot of people in the industry, and we just had this conversation with Sahai, they don't understand how to properly battle. They might think they can do it. Like some are scared. Some think they can do it, but they don't understand the format, or they don't pay enough attention, or they don't have a battle rapped consigliere.
You know
what I'm saying? To walk them through and show them everything. So what made you feel like, oh nah, I understand the science to be able to jump in and do this?
Well, because for one, a lot of times, like when I rap, a lot of people say they tell me how unique I am, like the way I perform, and you know the way I use my body to tell a story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
my hands and knees and all of that shit, right? They be like, yo, nobody does that. I often tell them that's not true. They do that in battle rap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's the and as you said, like, again, when I did the Blaze battle, like, dude used the beat. I didn't use the beat, right? I already understood that if you slow these bars down, you get to hear
You
more
hear
of what
it.
I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So the way I rap is built for that right there. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, I watched the battle rap sport enough that you know I picked up some tricks and some. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So now put this in the repertoire.
yeah, I can do that shit. I can do some things.
Yeah, shout outs to Grind Time because there was a time where a lot of niggas was missing a lot of tricks in the bag, and nowadays all that shit's mixed up into one.
I judged a couple of, you know, I used to be present on some grind time events and all of that.
Yeah. Word. I got a question for you though. Tell me, and going to I know you touched on it on your own YouTube channel, but tell me what happened with the Coconut Building in Coney Island. Tell me that story.
It was wild. It was a wild night.
Shout out Nims.
Shout out to Nims, my brother. So I used to kind of live in that building. Like my ex-girl used to live in the building, right? So I lived there. She had a little sister who got wifed up by my man Supreme from the Representatives. It's another group in the boot camp place,
Yeah.
right? Little sister had a homegirl that lived across the hall who got wifed up by Supreme's partner, Little Rock,
Right.
from the Representatives, right? My little bro. And then my girl's brother was subleasing the crib down the hall from some older lady who didn't, you know, she wasn't staying there. So, and Ruck was on the run, so he was late. He was staying there.
Yeah.
So we was effectively, all four of us, Heltah Skeltah and the Representatives, was living in this building in Coney Island on the same floor, right? And three of us was fucking with three of the chicks that I'm sure, you know how niggas is and shit, you know what I mean? The hating and all of
Territorial.
that. The wild energy starts and all of that. And which I never felt none of the energy because I'm rock from Heltah Skeltah, but the little bros, right? They going through it. Like, you know, my girl is a grown lady. She, you know, she's a couple of years older than me, right? They going through young nigga problems and shit, right? And shit just got out of hand one day. It came to a head. And one day, Little Rock had my girl's brother go get one of those dudes or two of those dudes. It was two of them. Because he know them. He from there, right? He went, found them, brought them to the crib, you know what I'm saying, to talk. And niggas ain't really want to talk, right? And Little Rock, Little Rock didn't really want to talk. I'm big bro, like I said. I'm kind of supervising, making sure this shit ain't supposed to be going crazy, right? You know what I'm saying? But it did. Little Rock spazzed on this nigga. Like, he punched one nigga, both of them dropped. I don't know how that happened. Right? I ain't never see that. They both fell on the couch and whatever. I grabbed Little Rock. I'm like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hold him down, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, long story short, it got crazy. Like, they left out the crib. They came back with the whole building, right?
Oh, shit.
Came back with the whole building. We in the crib. We basically trapped in the crib. We got slam dancers, though, right? And slam dancers. And so we like, all right, y'all want to kick on this? All right, come through this door. You understand what I'm saying? Give me probable cause, right? So that was the situation. But eventually, like, the noise that they was making brought the police. Police came and cleared them out, right? Right, so they gone. The nigga Ruck is like, I'm going outside. What you doing? What do you mean you going outside? I'm going outside. His pride is getting to him. He don't feel good about the fact that he hid. You understand? Or he feel like he was hiding, right?
Yeah.
Going outside. All right, well, then I'm going with you. So I go with him. Then Preem like, all right, I'm going with y'all. Little Rock was left in the bathroom on the shitter, right? We go downstairs, and we right outside. Cops is still right in front of the building. They still in the car, right there. We see a bunch of dudes going this way towards the store. Rock like, all right, I'm going to the store. This nigga is on bullshit right now. All right, let's go. We going to the store. One of the niggas look back, like something. They realize we behind them, and they start to stop. You know, they don't look that confident though.
Yeah.
Right. You know, this like
The whole building ain't with them now.
It's not the whole building. It's about 10, 11 of them. Right. It's 3 of us, but we aggressive. We on bullshit, and they stop. They looking. And we walk to them niggas. We push the line, and you know, confrontation happens. Niggas, bunch of beefing and riffing and la 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 la. But mind you, the police is right there watching this whole shit. One of the niggas is literally dry snitching. He looking at me like, yo, Rock, why you let your little brother do that? I'm like, nigga, if you don't shut. Anyway, somehow Ruck gets separated from me and Preem. Me and Preem standing right here with this nigga, the cops right here, all of this. Ruck down there scrapping. We jet. Go down there to Ruck. Cause they jumping him. It don't really seem like they jumping him. It's not looking too bad for Ruck right now, but it's not right.
Right.
We run down there, and as we running down there, I see niggas scattering, like just running. Like I'm like, these niggas is like, I'm calling them all kind of bitch ass niggas and all of this, right? Because like, why that? Like, it's just me and Preem running down the block. Y'all want to? Why y'all running? Unbeknownst to me, Little Rock had appeared. He came downstairs. He done changed. He done transformed. He done changed the shit. And he came down. Son came down with a knife and a hammer, right? And he took MVP for the night, right? So we
in front of the police.
Not exactly,
okay.
right? Because it's
hit the cut.
It's a block.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had the jet to get to where Ruck was. We left the police right there, right? We get over there, and as we get there, Ruck is just holding one dude. He got him. He won't let him go. Dude like, let me do. Ruck like, nope. Nope. Can't do. I'm like, I said, Preem, I got this. He was the biggest dude there. So I felt like it was my responsibility, right?
Yeah.
So I wowed Duke out, right?
Yeah.
You know, while y'all go do y'all thing, I got them. I'm taking him out the game, right? So I got him about the game, right? I'm getting him out the game, and then I noticed, like I said, unbeknownst, Little Rock had entered the chat, right? And I just see some nigga come running from my peripheral. He running towards me, and it looked like he got a hammer, and he's trying to hit me with it.
Yeah. Gun butt.
And I'm like, no, not a hammer, a hammer.
Oh, actual hammer.
An actual hammer. That's actually the signature weapon of Decepticons, right? But I see it. It's coming. Pause. He swings the shit. I weave it. Grab the whole arm. I grab the wrist and the shoulder. Throw that whole shit to the gate, right?
Yeah.
He hits the gate, falls. He hits the gate, hits the deck. I'm airborne. Before he hit the deck, I'm airborne already, right? The boots is on their way to him. The boots connect a couple of times, and the Preem is like, yo, that's Little Rock.
Oh,
I said,
Same team.
I picked my son, like I grabbed his jacket and his pants leg and lifted. I'm Superman strength right now. Just lifted this nigga straight up, turned him onto his feet, right? I'm like, I'm sorry. He was like, so good, it was me, right? And kept going.
That's crazy.
Kept going. Yeah. While he chasing these niggas down. He chasing them into me. Pause. I'm punching niggas in the bushes. It was wild, right? At one point, police got out their car and they backed their hammer out on Little Rock.
So they watched the shit for a while.
They watched it for a while, right? So they got out the car and they was like, drop the hammer. I said, drop it. He heard me. This is a rule. If you ever go and be my friend, you could be a wild nigga all you want. If you can't hear my voice when it's going crazy, you can't hang with me. You got to be able to hear reason in the mix. I don't give a fuck about the no son. All right, then you do that over there. We over here, right? I told son, I said it one time, I said, drop it. He dropped it, and he put his hands in the air. Police got back in their car.
What?
Damn, them niggas was just watching the show.
They're like, that's
Wow.
enough. We ain't doing that
They
paperwork.
got back in their car, right? This part don't make sense after what I just told you, but Little Rock picked the hammer back up and went right back to work.
Yo.
Went right back to work, bro. And eventually they was like, all right, enough is enough, and you know what I'm saying, and they shoot us out of there. Now, Coney Island is a funny place. You saw like only one way in, one way out, and we ain't have no car, nothing. We
Just had to walk out like the Warriors and
yeah,
shit.
we had to trot out
Bronx
a
to
little
Bowling
something.
Alley.
Yeah,
Bronx
right.
to County.
There's a little bit of trotting, little light jog. You understand what I'm saying? But these niggas is behind us, and Ruck like, hold on, what? Like, fuck that. I'm like, you stop, I'm stopping. You understand what I'm saying? It's what it is, right? Because he's like, I feel like I'm running from these niggas, and fuck these niggas, right? So I'm, all right, whatever.
Niggas
I don't agree with none of this, mind you, right? I'm just like, all right, well, fuck it. That's what we doing it.
Yeah.
You ain't doing it by yourself, right? So, fucking a random car drives by and go, yo, sees us waiting for them to catch up to us. Random car drives by, he like, hey, yo, ain't y'all Heltah Skeltah? I'm like, yeah. You see them niggas down there bleeding?
Yeah.
We did that. Get us the fuck out of here. Dude said, oh shit, hold on. He pulled over. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, hurry up, nigga. He's like, no, them niggas ain't doing nothing. He must have been somebody. He's like, I ain't worried about them. Niggas ain't doing nothing. Nothing to me. I'm like, all right. In the car, he got us out of there, took us back to, I don't remember, took us back to East New York, I believe, right? I told that story on my vlog. I got a call from D Chambers the next day. I answered my phone, first I ain't answering. I don't answer no surprise phone calls. I'm like, you gonna have to leave a message, brother. Let me know my emotions. Cause I forgot, then I remembered the blog. I said, oh, I called him right back. I'm like, yo, what up? He's dying laughing, like, yo, niggas are out here. He's like, you got niggas out here looking for Carter. I'm like, who is Carter? He said, Carter is the DJ that picked you up that night in the car and got you. I'm like, what?
shit.
He's like, yo,
Wow.
Coney Island is on tilt. I'm like, yo, I tried. I didn't want to diss Coney. I didn't want to diss Coney Island. I only brought it up because Nims brought it up, and he told the story like we just got chased.
He told the last part of the story.
He just told the very last. I'm like, hold, look, Coney Island, I'm sorry. Nims brought it up. You know what I'm saying? And
So
that
he was like, yeah, these niggas got in the car and had to get out of
he's
there.
like, this and that. He's like, you know, he had Ghostface on his podcast. He was telling, you know, a lot of people sleep on Coney Island. That's true. He's like, shit, Coney Island's a real place. Shit, Heltah Skeltah got chased out of here, blah, 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 blah,
Oh
blah.
my God.
I didn't take it as disrespect. I took it as you saying,
He probably only knew
them,
that part.
like, them niggas is real niggas. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, even they had to get up on it, but, you know, he only told that little part of the story and all that.
Yeah.
So
But he made a follow-up blog about it, you know,
Okay,
explained
okay.
it. He's like, cleared it up. He's like, in my defense, this did happen, and such and such has, yeah, but I fuck with Nims. That's my boy.
you got one more question?
Yeah, about bootleggers. How y'all used to do the bootleggers.
I once chopped the bootlegger table. I once karate chopped the bootlegger table in half. Yeah.
Yeah.
The actual karate chop?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know karate, but
You just slammed your hand down.
karate chopped the shit out of, you know what I'm saying?
You know, it's starting to make sense now. Like the character, Show Enough, and everything that you told us. You know what I'm saying?
It's him.
It's basically how they're basing that on like not one person, but that's just how niggas moved in New York. That like everything that I thought as a kid, oh, this can't be true. Niggas was probably actually doing that shit, walking around yelling out.
It's too many niggas
Transform,
in close
yelling out.
proximity. If you're gonna be an alpha, you have to get busy against a whole building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So some found footage of MOP came up, and these niggas are just walking through.
Yeah, pressing bootleggers. Yeah, we
Yeah.
did that all the time. We did that all the time. That's where the karate chop happened. We didn't even have music out yet, Heltah Skeltah. I was running up on the Ave looking for Black Moon bootlegs, lying, telling the bootlegger that I was Evil D. I'm like, that's me. Get this, give me all of these.
Damn. Because at that time, your physical copy, it was taking money out your pocket directly. So y'all was going around, and it wasn't until later that people realized how you could manipulate
Right.
the mixtape and bootleg game. But
Absolutely.
at that time, y'all was just fucking niggas up.
Yeah, we had a whole fight. I think Louisville hit a nigga with like a mop. Like it was.
A mop?
It was
Mop
what was
stick.
it?
Mop
Like
stick.
the mop.
Oh.
It was. We was. was a fight with the bootleggers. I don't remember how this shit was like. We was trying to take all the tapes, and they was trying to fight us for them or whatever. And I don't know, was it a broom? It was like it was in front of one of the stores. It might have been one of those long, the joints where you reach and get shit off the high shelves and shit.
Yeah.
But I know Louisville cracked one of the niggas over the head with something that resembled a broomstick, a mop stick, or something in one of our fights with the bootleggers. Like we was dead ass.
So
when it
the
came to that
bootleggers were often like, I'm not giving you the mix. I'm not giving you these tapes.
Not usually. I mean, not often. I mean, they didn't never want to give them to us, right? But they would lie. They would be like, no, they would ask, we'll stop, we'll blah 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 blah. So, only when they was standoffish, it got crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Did Louisville get his name because that was his weapon of choice? While you was the pizza. I'm so glad your name wasn't the pizza man or something.
Oh shit! Nah, that wasn't necessarily. I mean, it became his weapon of choice. Like Louisville was like that wasn't his Decept name. You know what I'm saying? But
What was your Decept name?
Rock.
Oh, okay.
That was a good enough name.
Yeah.
Two-part question, and you can run through it quick. Top 5 battle rappers, and just top 5 rappers in general all time.
I usually don't even do top 5 lists and all that.
Okay.
Because I like my vast knowledge and understanding of the craft makes it almost impossible for me to narrow it down.
I respect that because I feel a similar way.
You know what I mean? Like if you say, give me your
Favorites?
favorite 5 punchline rappers, or your favorite 5 girl rappers, or your favorite 5, you gotta put a caveat onto it.
I got this. Your favorite 5 street rappers.
All right, that's easy. Well, not easy, but I'll indulge. Math Hoffa, because he brought me to battle rap. You know what I mean? When we didn't respect it as real, as industry artists, when we didn't respect it, a big part of the reason was because you niggas is talking all that talk, spitting each other. You can't be that real. Somebody was supposed to been got punched on.
And you saw Math.
The shit,
like,
like, okay, these are real people.
yeah.
Get on my face, son.
You understand what I'm saying? Math.
Get my face.
Right. Ice.
2.
Street rappers. Math, Ice.
I can name some.
Yeah, name some.
Geechee.
Absolutely.
Surf.
Surf. I don't know if he's in my Surf. Surf. He did it for me right before he left. I got it. I'm like, okay. I'm like, he really, like, it really all, you know what I'm saying? It all came together for us for me. Like, I see what niggas see. So yeah, Surf. But so that's Geechee, Surf, Ice,
Math.
Math.
Who's 5th?
Name some more.
I got a name.
Who?
Swave.
Swave, but I don't consider Swave just a street rapper, like a street. No,
he got a little.
he got a whole arsenal. His skill set is, and he got intellect. You know what I'm saying? He
technique.
Yeah. It's not all street.
So who is a very super street authentic battle rapper? Like the street shit is they superpower.
Right. I know K-Shine would be one of them, right? Like I'm
You just naming them.
I'm trying to run down some.
K-Shine, T-Top.
What about
Briz, too?
Briz.
Briz?
Rothstein.
Nah,
Tay-Rock.
Briz got some more shit with him.
Okay.
Calico?
Than just street.
Calico.
Calico.
Tay-Rock.
Tay-Rock is more of a punchline rapper
He
than me.
is.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
is.
Even though he's the gun bar king,
Yeah.
all those gun bars happen to be punchlines, every one of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
but
Ill Will.
Ill Will.
It was nasty.
Yeah, he got such a skill set though.
He does.
That I would put him a little bit outside of that box. But
Suge.
of all the
Shotgun Suge.
Shotgun Suge, Twerk.
Twerk.
Twerk 5.
Yeah, but he's so
Street rappers are evolving and shit.
Like he got so much shit in his arsenal. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
No disrespect to arse, right?
Yeah.
He got so much shit in his toolbox. It's like but yeah, nah. Twerk is a street rapper.
Yeah, Twerk's fine.
You understand? He's just uber talented. But yeah, Twerk will get the number 5 spot.
I ain't mad at that.
And then your top 5 industry street rappers.
Top 5 industry street rappers.
I got some names
Beanie
right
Siegel.
now.
50 Cent.
50 Cent, absolutely.
Beanie Siegel.
Beanie Siegel.
Styles P.
Name some more. Beanie, 50, Styles,
Jeezy.
Jeezy.
Who would he like? Super authentic street rappers.
Clips.
Shit. Y'all name all the ones I like. Shit. Like, how street are we talking
who,
about?
who from Philly?
Like,
Who from
just
Philly
got
do we
off
wanna
the
go?
street
Big-
yesterday?
Oskino.
Like, we talking about
Big-
AR ab money? Like,
Nah, you
AR
talking.
Ave is crazy. That's street. That's,
like how
that's-
street we talking about?
You talking Fat Joe?
He's another one. Or
Fat
Pun.
Joe. Pun. I mean, you could throw Biggie in there.
Okay, I mean, if you could throw Nas in there,
Yeah, Nas, Biggie.
so Nas, 50,
Yeah.
Styles,
Jay.
Get your length in your width, get your casket cut.
who? Jay-Z?
Yeah.
If we considering Jay a street rapper and not a, other things people call him, like a flossing ass rapper,
Yeah.
because I don't consider him that.
You don't
right?
consider flossing?
I
Me
mean,
either.
yeah, he floss sometimes,
Yeah,
but not
but me
really.
either.
Nah.
He's pretty much does everything.
I mean, him and Nas is the same subject matter almost.
Yeah, so Jay and Nas,
Yeah.
I give them that, and I mean, like, so what's that? That's 4.
Four.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta say
Biggie.
P.
Oh.
Styles P.
No,
Biggie.
Sean P.
Oh, Sean P. Yeah,
Sean
yeah,
P.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sean
I mean,
P.
because he's a street nigga. Even though he indulged in a little bit of weirdo rap, he made it all street.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
We talk about him on this
Said he
pod
indulged in
so
some
much.
weirdo rap.
Nah, we talk about him so much on the pod because that's his favorite rapper, and so we give it up to him
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, and shit. I'm lucky I couldn't put myself in it because
Could have.
well, somebody got it. Let's just do 6 then, because I don't want to take nobody out. Right, pause. But yeah, but me, bro, like a lot of people. I write so whatever, right? So good or so creatively or so whatever it is, right? That a lot of the truth in my bars gets overlooked. They just think it's bars.
Yeah.
That's
really-
And I can definitely, I could definitely understand
I
exactly
be
what you're
dead
saying.
ass serious in a lot of and most of that shit. Like my favorite rhyme is the rhyme that I don't have to exaggerate.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? When I say some shit and that shit, I said, hopped out the whip in some flip flops. It's grits hot, matching everything. The whip socks to the wristwatch, coordination. Big Doc like, put on some kicks, Rock. No, you comfortable, but this block still is block. You right. Quick hop back in the whip swap. I missed Doc. He was always right. Later on that night, shit pop. Little sis dotting for big guap, turning big problems. Niggas out of pocket with sticks drop. It's a trick shot. Bottom. Guns bigger than hip hop. Hip hop. Barely made it out of that bitch without getting knocked. Some would say them was the days. Bitch, why? Pigs, ops, friends knocked to this day. Nigga, nah. Then again, nah, shit was live. None of my niggas had died yet from my clique, from my block, or from my set, but I profess progress. I'm just mad they not gonna never see this version of Rockness Monsta. God flow, king everywhere I go. I'm Shango. Thunder in this drum and could fuck up some bongos, huh? Miami y'all old y'all and Miami y'all's old shoes and my old y'all's know. I'm a walking pot of gold. I'm so across time zones. There's not one exaggerated bar in that.
It's real.
You understand what I'm saying? Not one.
Yeah.
And it's still snap. You understand what I'm saying?
See, the reason why people wouldn't know is because the way you present the bars with the rhyme schemes and the flow going in and out, it seems playful.
It sounds too creative.
Exactly. It seems playful. It seems like it doesn't, and it comes off so naturally or whatever. It just sounds like, oh, he must have put these words together just to match, rather than these are just the facts type of thing. You know what I mean? So people could get it confused. But
And the rhyme
yeah,
is so tight.
Yep.
It's the technique in it to where it's
Yep.
like technique and street and authenticity don't ever seem to go together with a lot of rappers.
Right.
The only person I would say got it off that way, to me, my person is Beanie Siegel, because he would flip the words. But when he would say stuff and describe, like, nigga, you snitch gotta go. Your kids catch a brick to the bridge of their nose. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would make people say, oh, but when they hear your verse, the bars are so good and the bars are so whatever, they kind of, when Beanie Siegel says that, you get tense. When you say, later that night, he was right.
Sound fly like
It sounds like something you kick back
Entertainment.
to. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like, so I can see that. And then, but coming from a nigga, and, it's just so funny because there's R&B niggas that's realer than a lot of rap niggas.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. You wouldn't think, but it'd be the last ones you expect, right? So before I get you out of here, you were, your debut album was in '96. In my
That's
opinion,
one of them years.
'96 is the best year of hip hop.
Think about the NBA too. Like they be saying, like
Yeah,
Kobe,
AI.
all of those dudes came in that year.
Iverson.
Yeah.
9-6 was a
It was
one
a
of them
hell,
years.
it was a hell of a year. And so Drect posed this question to a lot of people, and niggas was arguing in the comments. And so I just want to get your perspective, and I'm gonna give you some examples. Your perspective of what was the best, or you just give me 5 of the best albums in '96. That's J Drop, Reasonable
He
Doubt.
said it was easy. He said he already.
Oh,
knew
you
it.
already got it.
Nah, I know it would be. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure it would be. But
Okay.
my memory ain't that good. But I know that year, Jay-Z, Nocturnal, Reasonable Doubt, Nocturnal. What else dropped?
It was written, drop by Nas.
It was written.
All Eyes on Me and Machiavelli
Yep.
Machiavelli.
Yep.
and Outkast.
Fuji's the score. ATLians drop. Once
U-
Upon a Time.
UGK Riding Dirty.
Once Upon a Time by Smooth the Hustler. Muddy Waters by Redman.
That's it. Nocturnal. Reasonable Doubt. It was written. Muddy Waters.
Let's go.
And Machiavelli. Dark Illuminati, The 7-Day Theory. Those are the 5 hardest albums that came out in '96. Don't quote me.
All right.